look at you. Okay. I want to say thank you all so much for being here. We have a big weekend ahead. You made it out on a Friday, which is a big deal. So thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Arielle Kebbel. I played Lexi on the That Damon's a real ass. But today I am very, very excited and grateful I could be co-hosting these panels with Karina. So we have an exciting panel for you ahead. And I know you guys have been waiting. I don't want to keep you waiting any longer. So I'm just going to bring them out one at a time, starting with Matt Davis. Get on up here. Of course, he plays Roerig. He's been, yeah. I mean, you've been on all three, You've been on all three of the shows.
I have.
You're like the OG.
Yeah, I've been around a while.
Yeah.
I have. How's it going, everyone? I love you. God, thank you. I need that right now.
We all love Matt Davis. We do.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think we should just sit here and let you get the compliments.
Please,
you know?
please. I need it right now. Thank you, guys. You're so sweet.
Okay, next, give some love to Susan Walter. She plays Carol Lockwood. The only female on this panel, so give her a lot of love. And right behind her, we have Robert Pralgo, Mayor Lockwood. You're Mayor Lockwood too. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Get on up here.
Was it?
Everybody. Thank you. And last but not least, we have Zach. We all love Zach. He plays Matt Donovan. Get on up here.
Straight from the hunt.
Woohoo! Matt
Howdy.
with the cool shades on, you know.
Yeah, we're a month.
They're gradient.
Okay, welcome everybody.
Transitions.
Hey, how's it going? Good. Okay, so I have a few questions, then we're going to open it up to audience questions. So make sure you get yours ready. We will try to get to as many people as we can. So opening up, I would like to start with, what is the thing you loved most about your character? And now that the show has been done for a while, but it's clearly got so much love, what's the thing you'd say that you miss most? We can go down the line.
I love Alaric's endurance. He could get killed over and over again. His girlfriends die over and over again. You can't get rid of him. He just sticks around. No matter how much pain he experiences, he just gets the fuck back up.
3 shows, by the way.
3 shows.
All 3 shows.
3 shows, 5 girlfriends, 10 deaths. Who's counting?
You're like the EGOT of Julie Plex's TV shows.
I'm like, she either loves me or hates me. I can't tell.
What about you?
Is this open? I think what I liked most about Carol Lockwood is, besides, I came on as the mom, and it was a comfortable part for me to play, to be this aging woman jealous of these beautiful young women at this party. So that was kind of fun. But then what I really like is that they, once her husband died, who was the mayor, they let Carol became the mayor. So she wasn't just a mom. And so, a lot of my scenes for those 3 seasons that I was on, I wasn't even the mother of Tyler. I was more the what was that?
What was my son's name again?
Because I really was just the mayor a lot. So I love that they had that duality for her. And What I miss is that I didn't have the ability to come back to life the way Alaric did. I didn't survive that drowning.
You're fine.
I was only there for about 8 episodes, but I got to spend all of them with this amazing actress, this woman. That was a great experience for me. What else? You know, in life, you're supposed to be nice and pleasant and hide how you feel. It was very cathartic to be an asshole for 8 straight episodes. You know, it was nice, and I got to work with Matt and be an asshole to him, and I got to be an asshole here, and it was very cathartic. And there are times in life when it just feels good to be able to do that, and it's not always available. So I miss having that permission every now and then, just to go.
I give myself permission every day.
I'm going to take that lesson from Matt and just do it. So I miss that. Yeah, they gave me a nice death. I wasn't coming back. I think they broke my neck and set me on fire. That was pretty. That was pretty definitive.
That's like a double whammy.
Yeah, that was like, when they come back from that, nope, you're on fire.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm out.
I can survive a shooting, not this.
And what about you, Zach?
You know, I really enjoyed craft service. It's like,
That is such a you answer.
I didn't have to go to the grocery store much. No, I miss some of these cool outdoor Georgia exteriors. Those were fun to film in. I miss the crew. We had an amazing crew. And I, specifically to my character, I wore a pretty badass ring that Matt can relate to, which I think is the reason why he came back to life so often. I do miss that, like the kind of... But I stopped working after a while. Yeah, yours broke, I think.
I just internalized it. I became the ring. You couldn't kill me no matter what.
Zach, you touched on something interesting when you talked about the crew, and something I think it's really important to is bring light to the crew. As everyone knows, you know, on any show, but especially this show, it was so many long nights and even weekend shoots, and it wouldn't be possible without the hardworking crew. So I was curious if you had like a favorite crew member that you bonded with, or a moment where you were like, you know, you find yourself laughing with some of the crew, and it feels like, wow, you know, this is family.
I mean, definitely the A and B camera operators were a part of all of the most intimate scenes and all of those kind of situations. So the bond is definitely tight, but we had a guy, he was kind of like Bodie. His name was Jeff Schatz.
Jeff Schatz, I was going to say, you took my answer.
Not Shoddy?
Shotzi,
yeah.
He was like our LeBron James of cameramen. Like, they'd be like, Schatz, you think you can stand on your head over there and get a 45? Like, but yeah, sure. And it's like, get a steady cam out and do it. Like, he did some pretty incredible things.
He's like Keanu Reeves. He's so fucking cool. He's just like the G.
Well, like Matt.
He's like Johnny Utah in Point Break.
Well, speaking of Point Break, we went on a vacation once for, I think, Labor Day.
Yeah.
It was like
Wilmington.
A camera crew member, Jeff Schatz, Matt and I, and like our families, and we were all surfing together, like out in the water.
It was fun. It
Yeah.
was fun. Yeah, Jeff Schatz is great. That was my answer too. He's now become a director, a very successful
director. What was cool about these guys, like
Wow.
Shotzi had an opportunity. He could have left and gone and done any other show. Most of our camera guys could have, but they stayed with us because we had a kind of a, you know, such a bond, and they were in the trenches with us. I think I've told this story before, but we were out in the woods one night next to the studio, and all of a sudden Pierre, one of our dolly grips, came sprinting through the woods, and everyone was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Fiona's on her way." He has a daughter named Fiona too, and his wife was in labor, and he was running out of the woods that night.
Wow.
That's nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's, I have to say, that's what I really loved about being here, because we also were talking about what we miss is that I grew up in Georgia. I grew up close to here, and it was fun for me to be working on a show while living here. So I miss
That rarely happens, right?
Yeah,
you get to film with.
Yeah, that you actually move somewhere and then get a job. But there also is something, like the cast was so welcoming to the, you know, local hire actors, for which I was one of at the time. And what was fun for me is that the director of photography, the second season, is someone who I'd worked with in Los Angeles. So the crew is also very welcoming, and it's always fun to see familiar faces. And
Yeah, and that's a big deal too, because it makes it feel,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you don't know what you're walking into
yeah,
on
you feel
set.
like you're on the outside. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So I have a question, going back to the cast for a second, because you know, you were coming into this. Was there something that you think of now, like something that you loved about a castmate that you were maybe nervous to tell them at the time, but you would like to tell them now?
I can totally answer that.
Yeah, okay.
So to go along with, and maybe y'all don't understand it as much, but to go along with being a local hire, everybody else is from LA and they're very close knit and they've been working together, and then you come in and you're not from LA and you're from down the street. Sometimes there's a different feeling of that.
It's like the stepchild.
Yes, since I've had both. But one of my first scenes was with Ian. And, of course.
Jerk.
Right? He's like this gorgeous young man, et cetera, and here I am like this old lady, whatever. Couldn't have been more generous, more welcoming, and never made me feel like I was anything but deserved to be there.
Wow.
Which is really nice. Yeah.
That's very nice to
Absolutely.
hear.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, that's
He's a great
to
guy.
hear.
Not that I didn't expect him to be, but I'm just saying it was extra nice.
That is. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Okay, on to something a little more fun. Not that that's not fun, but...
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually where my head was
it
at.
was fun.
What I was thinking of,
That's
okay,
my
now that we
favorite.
kind of hit the hot nice guy thing, let's keep on that. So, you've also been, before Legacies, Originals, and Vampire Diaries, you were in some fun projects. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of Blue Crush back in the day.
Yes.
Legally
doing that.
Blonde. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Pointer, yes.
Yeah. Well, I was like, if we're talking about how nice and hot Ian is, we've got to come to, come on.
You are so
right?
Look at that.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
I was biting my tongue. I wanted to say.
Decades later.
I'm wearing pink like Elle Woods. Come on.
That's sweet.
So,
Urban Legends.
oh, that was one of my favorites.
My very first movie. Yeah, that's right.
Was that really?
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Oh, right.
Nah.
Don't lie.
I was overwhelmed. I was kind of numb. I was more numb than anything. I couldn't believe it was happening. But yeah.
Do you get more recognized for Legally Blonde or Vampire Diaries?
Ooh, it's close. Yeah, perhaps Legally Blonde. I think Legally Blonde. I usually get a call once a week from somebody like, it's on TV. I've seen you on TV right now. I'm like,
That's always nice.
Yeah, it's good. No, it's been good. Yeah, Legally, who knew? Like, you get cast in a movie, you have no idea it's going to stick around for a while. So
Yeah. And especially the kind of resurgence too with streaming, new people found it.
Yeah. And that's true with Vampire Diaries too. Like I think with the streaming, like everyone just keeps discovering it and
Right.
Who just said crazy?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were talking to people earlier, and all of a sudden I looked at them and I went, wait a minute, you didn't watch this show back in 2009? Because they would have been
the real
children.
The real fucker was when I did Legacies, and like the cast was hired, and like one of the kids like in the show, I won't say who, but there's like, my mom loves you in Vampire Diaries. He's like, I grew up watching Vampire Diaries, and and now you're cast as like this dude in the Legacies. Like, how old's your mom? He's like 43. I'm like, fuck! I could be your father. Oh,
They're like, okay, Zaddy.
what happened?
All right.
All right.
All right, Robert, I want to come to you for a second. You have been in so many projects through the years. I mean, looking up your resume, I don't know how you do it. I feel like you're like always on 4 projects at a time.
I feel like the Forrest Gump of day players sometimes, where it's, I've run into so many cool people for like a day and seen weird situations and things, and then they just kind of, I was there for a day. Like, it's a day or two, and then I'm gone, or they kill me, and I'm out, and it's just, people say the same. You've been on so many projects. It's like, yeah,
You are.
for a day. Like, oh, when it's like maybe I'm just lazy.
But that requires a special skill set because you have
Laziness is a special skill set, my darling. I want to work for a day, then I'm exhausted. I want a month off.
Man,
Hey.
sounds good to me.
I was gonna say, that sounds like a great life.
Man.
People start, they think I'm
not
crazy
lazy.
because they think I'm always like, I want the sides with the least amount of dialogue, no names, working for scale. Just get me in for a day, let me work it, let me get in the residual pool, play a character, and get the hell out and hide for a while.
They're like, done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, we got you.
Then you're 56 years old, and it's like, great, you got a nice resume.
That's awesome.
So I have a question because you also are an acting coach.
Yes.
And so I find that so fascinating. By the way, if anyone's an actor here, you're local, aren't you?
I could help screw you up completely.
He
Yes,
has
come
a-
see me. If you're any good, I'll fix that. That's right.
Yeah, right. If you want great acting coaching, he's your guy. Anyways, so how do you find, because I imagine, you know, walking on set and looking at it from the kind of bigger perspective as the acting coach and what's going on and how to find those nuances is very different than having to be the actor in the moment creating that. And, you know, do you find that's challenging to go back and forth? Does one help the other?
It does, and it's strange. So from the perspective, I find it easier and clearer looking at a script when it's somebody else's script. So when I'm helping somebody else, I don't know if it's the lack of pressure to have to deliver performance, so I could think just about what the script is telling me at this point. It's when I get the script and it's mine, I tend to go, oh God, what do I do? And as a coach or somebody working with somebody, it's like, well, let's not panic. Let's look at this logically. What is the script telling you? What is it asking from you? What is your character's job? What are your objectives in the scene? Whereas the actor, I go, oh shit. That's why I can't coach myself in the sense that if I have an audition, I have a friend, and I go to him, and he goes, you're an acting coach? What the hell's wrong with you? And I go, but I need that other perspective.
Yeah, because the adrenaline
I
and
need
all
the bird's eye view. I need somebody, I don't see me the same way somebody else sees me the same way. I can kind of give you a different perspective on what you're doing, just from a bird's eye view. And
That sounds terrifying already.
Like you never thought that you could play an asshole, but other people
yeah,
probably
they're like,
thought
Rob,
you'd
you're a
be
tremendous
fine.
asshole. And I was like, how do I?
Turns out you're great at it.
Oh, and I just never. A great lack of sense of self, I think, really is good when it comes to this. You know, it's just been, and it's been funny. I got into teaching accidentally. It wasn't. A friend said, "Can you help me with an audition?" I was like, "Why? Why would you want me to help you with an audition?" He's like, "Well," so it went well, and he told a couple people, and I'm really bad at organizing, so I scheduled 5 people at the same time one day.
Oh my goodness.
They were all at my house, and I was like, well, this is more like a class. Oh shit, so let's have a class. That's exactly how it happened. So we sort of had a class, and we went on from there, and it sort of grew word of mouth a little bit. And then I got tired of cleaning bathrooms for other people, so out of my house, and we got a space, and it just kind of word of mouth. And it's what's interesting about teaching too, and I'm not going to go on long here, I apologize. The more you teach, it's amazing. You realize what you've learned and what you know, because every day when I'm working with somebody, I go, oh shit, I know that. Why don't I do that?
Right. That's why I was
myself.
wondering if it kind of makes you stronger as an actor.
Since I started teaching, I've booked more. And I think because you realize you think you work the craft a lot. You think you're a hardworking actor, and then you start teaching, you go, I'm working the craft a lot more teaching it than I did when I thought I was working it a lot. So you're digging it every day. So when the next script comes in, it doesn't guarantee you're going to book it, but you're that much more prepared to kind of look at it and analyze it and make intelligent choices based on the script. So I'm just going to keep teaching because it gets me those one days every now and then. But,
I love it. I love it. Zach, I have a really serious question. Tell me everything about Step Up. Zach's on the TV show Step Up, and I don't know, has anyone seen the movie Step Up? Yeah, I mean, Channing Tatum, Jenna Dewan, hot dancers. I actually tested for it. Jenna deserved the part. That's fine. No hard feelings. No hard feelings at all. But you're on the TV show, and I'm like dying to know. Just give me any gossip you can, please. I'm stooping low here.
No, don't. Like gossip about myself? Or? No.
No, like, you know.
Well, here's the thing. So
What's it
I'm gonna embarrass myself, but I'm pretty sure my shoes give it away. A little bit of a redneck. I do cross my legs. That's in the last 10 years. I like it. It's comfortable. But
Appreciate that.
I did not really know most of the people on that show. There's this fella named Neo. Y'all know Neo?
Neo,
Did you
yeah.
Neo? He's a musician, composer type.
He's hot.
Did you really? Yeah. Oh. I didn't know who he was. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So my first day, first scenes with this character, Neo. He's playing this, like, rap mogul, and I'm, like, basically the bankroller from Buckhead that's funding his endeavor. And there's a shooting, and I, like, walk in, and I, like, start screaming at him, and I think I might even call him the B word and possibly threaten assault. And
No big deal.
I, like, walked away later, and someone's like, dude, I can't believe you just called Neo a fucking bitch. Yeah, I know, me neither. But it was fun. It was like Step Up season 3. We actually filmed right down the road from Cop City, where they're gonna make Cop City.
No way.
Yeah, it was this like studio just in the middle of these woods down by the prison. But it was fun. It was a good show. It was during COVID. Matt and everyone else can attest, like getting tested once a week, and
Oh yeah. Whole new protocol, whole new world we're living in.
but it was fun. It was fun.
Speaking of COVID, I'm gonna get deep for a second, just because I feel like, we've all really lived through something, and that alone connects us and bonds us, and it's so incredible that we can be here today on this beautiful day and have people around us. There was a time we couldn't be around people, so it's really something to celebrate what we've come out of and what we've all been through together. And I'm just curious, and you can go down the line. How are you taking care of your mental health? Because I feel like we're in this time where it's almost like everyone's back in the world, and it's almost like we just want to forget about what happened. But we're all changed through this, and the world has changed, and even the way we do our careers has changed, and we've all been talking about that. And I just think it's important to kind of share, like, how are you taking care of your mental health and your self-care, and how are you doing?
Not well.
Yeah, man, I feel you.
Well, no, it's just, I feel like I'm still sort of like coming out of the shock of it all, honestly. I'm still a little numb to it. I have moments like today where I'm like, I can't believe like you said, we just went through that, and now we're like back to normal. And it was really intense during the Legacies aspect, or the era, just because that's when it hit for our show, and then we were trying to shoot the show through season 3 and season 4, and then you're getting tested every day. It's like crazy mask protocols and this and that, and it's
Like different zones people,
and then it's like, did you hear someone test positive? They're like, oh fuck, like, are they dead? No, they're fine.
But did you also feel like then they just were like, because they were shut out, it was like, they're eliminated.
Yeah, they were.
They're eliminated from
banished.
set. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, are they okay?
I know. It was so intense, and now we're just kind of like, just forget that ever happened. Let's just put that away, and thank God, because I would never want to go through that again. So, but it's a good question. You're right. We went through it all together, and it was nice to again be in an environment like this where it's kind of free from all that anxiety, and the trust is returning, community's returning, all that all that anxiety seems to be evaporating, and now it's just dealing with the internalized trauma that's latent in the nervous system. It's shaking.
I still have it because I'm on a show right now that still tests us every single day.
What's the show?
The Young and the Restless.
Oh, yes. By the way, my favorite. I used to that was my favorite.
That was Grandma's show and Mom's
my
show.
mom and I together. Favorite.
So it's crazy because I feel kind of outer worldly or whatever that we're here and we're like, oh, people are coming up, because at my work still, if you test positive, and we get tested every day, we get PCR tested once a week, you're out for 10 days. And anybody you've been in a scene with is out for 5 days. So you have the onus of being very careful so that you don't get your coworkers to go home, because then you come back with like a ton of makeup work. And we do 30 pages a day personally anyway.
Which is so huge. It's like no other shooting experience.
It's crazy. So I do have that anxiety all the time, but it has gotten a lot nicer. But for mental health, I have to tell you, during COVID, I didn't have a job, obviously, and couldn't have a job. And boy, did I exercise a lot. And I missed that. I rode my bike probably 5 hours a day just to get the anxiety out. I also live in LA where there's not rain or cold. So that really helps with it, to be outside and to be exercising. I think that's what kept me going. Yeah. But I have the work anxiety right now. Like, I'm going to go back, and on Tuesday, I will pray that I don't have it. It's awful. It's awful.
Have you had it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Hopefully not.
And we have to wear masks at work. At CBS, we wear masks the whole time until right before you film scenes. And it's so weird because I'm this close to somebody with a mask on, and 2 seconds later we're kissing. So I'm like, but hey, keeps me working.
Give it to me.
That's my COVID story.
I distracted myself with I have a crazy 82-year-old father who, when my parents split a gazillion years ago, he was a musician and a martial artist and an actor, and he moved to LA from New York. And he's a very ethereal guy, and though he studied the craft, he never found success as an actor. And all of a sudden, it's March of 2020, COVID has just exploded. He just had open heart surgery, and I was out there helping him convalesce, and I had to get my ass back here. So I set up cameras in his apartment, and he's single, and he's 80, and he's sort of losing it on the couch. And I was like, you're an actor, you're retired, you're single. I'm watching you die on the couch.
Sounds like all of us.
I'm seeing
Get your
my
ass.
future.
So I dragged him, and I moved him to Atlanta. 80-year-old guy who would always want to be an actor, studied at NYU, do theater. Dragged him here, got him in one of those old, over 55 places, about 3 miles from where I live. Got him with People's Store 2 months later, and 3 months later, the motherfucker is on set with Benicio del Toro doing a goddamn scene.
I love it.
And I'm kind of jealous and a little pissed off because I want to work with Benicio del Toro. So now he's a cocky 82-year-old. He did 2 episodes of Single Drunk Female. He's got 3 commercials under his belt.
Great.
Now he wants to know why he doesn't have all these auditions. Now he's a cocky 80-year-old who calls me wondering if he should call his freaking agent when 2 years ago. So literally, it's sort of a blur because I became this, my father.
What a legend.
It's nuts. So now I should have dragged his ass here, his stories. But
That's great.
that's been my COVID thing. That's been my sanity.
That's a very
sort of.
positive COVID story.
Yeah, get him here. So so hopefully you'll see him on something soon, playing a crazy 82-year-old guy.
I love it. I hope so.
That's my story.
Zach, what about you? How are you taking care of yourself?
Wash my hands a lot.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I wash my hands a lot. The softness of my
They
palm.
are dirty.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I just cut my nails today, but I actually didn't get COVID. I haven't gotten it yet,
Wow.
and I don't aim to. I'm sorry for any of you guys that did, or if any of you lost anyone during it. It was definitely the beginning of COVID changed my life, definitely forever. A lot of things happened during that time that weren't really even COVID related, but it was just kind of that period of time where like anything was possible. I fled the city and went up to the country. I got into beekeeping. I was tending some bees. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was really cool. And then just, like a lot of life changes happened during COVID for me that have definitely changed my life moving forward. But I'm grateful that I've not gotten it. Wash your hands.
Well, thank you guys. I know. Yeah, that deserves a clap. Yeah, I heard someone clap. Yeah. I know we took it down a notch, but I think it's just important to acknowledge what we've all been through because it's why it's so special you all are all here today and why we're here. So thank you, and we love you, and we're happy we can all be here together.
Love you.
Yes.
I just want to point out to you real quick, I was just staring up at this structure. I don't know if you noticed, but this is a temporary structure they brought in today just to make sure that we were all safe, dry, and out of the weather.
Look how amazing this whole
Didn't have that the first time around, but I just want to commend the Epic crew for how well they've done. This is very great.
That's awesome. Thank you. So before we turn it over to y'all's questions, we can go down one more time. I just want to ask, what is something, for those who are huge fans of yours, of these TVD characters, and what's something you would like someone who's maybe a fan or has never seen your character's journey before, what's something you love about your character that you want to live on with them that they may or may not know? Like something you went through with your character that you hold dear. He's like,
I know.
He's like nothing.
Like having like a post-traumatic stress response. I'm like,
Sorry guys, I got deep. I'm a deep kind of gal,
never give up hope. Alaric never gave up hope.
That's a huge.
There you go. Yeah.
Huge.
Never give up hope.
Carol accepted her son for who he was when she found out he was essentially not all human. But that's very like
Slash a
symbolic.
killer.
Yeah, that's very symbolic. When she found out that he was a werewolf, right? Yeah. And I think there's a lot of symbolism in that.
How did you
Must have been.
Were you the?
Recessive gene. It was not working. I don't know what the hell happened.
Don't ask me questions.
I know. Yeah, I know. I hate those questions.
I drowned. That's all I remember.
Oh yeah.
You know what? It's symbolic. It's symbolic.
Yeah, I think Dick Lockwood is a cautionary tale that you know Dick Lockwood.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Look at me and do the opposite. Don't. You have an instinct to backhand your kid. Don't do it because they'll probably kill you a couple weeks
You'll
later.
burn.
They'll break your neck and set you on fire. So
You're like
have
the
that impulse.
you're the anti-hero. You're the anti-hero.
You look in the mirror and go, I feel like backhanding my kid, but I'll probably wind up dead in a couple weeks. Don't do it. So use me as an example of not to abuse your children. Yes, that's it's,
Amazing.
thank you.
Amazing. So inspiring. Thank
Hey,
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Zach's in deep thought. He's like, wash your hands.
That's deep. That's real deep. Matt and I both had blue eyes.
That's amazing.
I love my sister, too. Got an intense love for broken
think
down
that.
Chevys. Yeah.
What was Matt's best accomplishment in the show? Like, what did you do?
Come on, man. Stay with us. Stay with us here.
What did Matt do?
I thought coming back to life was a pretty big deal. But
I love that.
Dude, if you guys...
Hey, here's a fact. You became the mayor too. In
heard it.
Legacyville,
Yeah.
right?
All
And
right.
you told me that.
Yeah,
We're all mayors.
I was off camera, but you did.
Matt, the character, he was still living on the show, whereas Zach, the actor, was in timeout. But I'm out!
He's become the mayor.
There's some pandemic talk for you. No, he's pandering away.
I loved you as the sheriff, though. You had season one.
I made a cop look good, am I right?
Oh, shit.
On that note, let's open it up to questions. Okay, they're coming around, so just keep your hand raised. I saw yours go up first. She's whispering. Oh man, that got me crying.
Oh, good.
Oh wow,
good
that was great. The actor's in timeout.
Hi, my question's for Zach. I just wanted to know if you ever got tired of playing the nice guy. Like, did you ever want to rip into people like everyone else got to?
As soon as they said cut, there was plenty of time for that. You know, I said I loved
warmed up. Okay, hi.
Hi. So other than Arielle, all of you were humans in the show. So if you were able to be a supernatural being from the show, what would you be? And Arielle, would you stay a vampire or be something else?
I would stay a vampire and kill Damon.
Yes. Yeah. I would become, I guess a vampire, right?
It's awesome, man. Don't say it like
Well,
that.
I was a vampire briefly. Yeah. Yeah, I was Klaus originally, in case y'all forgot.
No. I also was Klaus. Everybody was Klaus, bro.
You were Klaus too?
Everybody.
You were not.
I wasn't Klaus.
What were you, Klaus?
I don't know. What
You were Klaus.
Yes, I literally was. Factually.
I was Klaus.
Everybody
I don't
was.
know.
It was like an 8-ball.
You're Klaus. Vampire. Vampiro.
Okay.
I guess I would have been one of the a witch, because that was really glamorous, you know. Yeah.
Stirring that cauldron.
Yeah. Casting spells on people. I could use that.
There he is. There he is.
It's kicked in. What would you be, Robert?
I'm a big fan of dogs. I'm a big dog lover, and I was a wolf, I guess. But it would have been nice to wolf out at one point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold out and just wolf out at some point, and then I'll decide.
I'm a little scared of that, but I hear you.
So I was thinking maybe not Vampire Diaries or Legacy, or it could be Legacies, perhaps, and I would come back as Platypus Man.
You know, I always wanted to be on Legacies until now.
Platypus Man, run!
I have a question. Can we get, hi everyone in the bleachers back there. Hi, I see you back there. Does anyone back there have a question?
Like, no,
Yeah,
we're
like,
good.
actually, nah.
No, we're good. Keep it.
Do you have a question? Can we get
Yeah, go ahead.
there? What?
She's like, let me think.
Oh, yeah, make it good.
She's
Make it
running
good.
to you.
Okay, no pressure.
We should just line up for the questions.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Out of everyone, like every couple in the show, like Vampire Diaries originals, like who was your favorite ship?
Shipping. Shipping. I remember when the shipping thing became a thing. But like, who do you ship? I'm like, ship? What the hell does that mean?
What is that?
Ship.
Ask my daughter.
Yeah,
What
no.
does this mean?
Like, relationship.
Well, I gotta tell you, I very quickly became Stexy, so I was into it. Hashtag Stexy.
Stexy.
Stefan and Lexi, get with the program.
That's good. That's good. I like that. What was that? I don't know. My favorite ship. I was. I always get in trouble when I have this fucking question.
Why? Where does your money
Delana.
go?
I'm a Delana fan. So yeah. Delana till I die.
Okay.
Which will never happen.
Oh, me? You know, I guess it would be the same. I did have to ask my high school daughters what shipping meant. But what is a testament to how good the show was and how good the actors were was I would be on set with the characters, the actors as characters, and then I could sit at home and watch it with my high school and college age daughter, and I believed every bit of it. I'm like, they're really in love. Look at them. They really love each other. I mean, I was in it, right? And yet I was also on it. So that was really something. That's just something about all you guys.
That is cool.
The people shipped us.
Did they? That's cool. Yeah, I ship us. And if she rejected me, if my wife rejected me, I would ship Mayor Lockwood with Wonder Woman. I think I would go with that. Was she in the show?
Wait, are you trying to have a threesome?
No, that's if I rejected
You know,
Mr. Lockwood.
anything to help the marriage. You know.
No, wait. You've got to use the cast.
Oh, was Wonder Woman not in the show?
You can't add Wonder
Mr.
Woman.
Unlockwood.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I would ship Chris Hemsworth. What? Like,
I live in a very multi-universal type world right now. I'm crossing universes.
Yeah,
I like that world.
Not
we
around
live
these
in.
parts.
I would ship.
I'm kind of biased, but I would ship. I think it was called Rebecca.
Yes,
Not Rebecca. But
yes. Okay, right here in front. Yes. If you had a chance for all three of the shows, what character, Vampire Diaries, Originals, and Legacies, what character would you
Probably Elijah. I do these conventions with Daniel quite a bit, and he's very popular.
It has nothing to do with his looks or his accent.
I know.
None.
I know. I want to be him.
I want to be on him. What? No.
Yo!
I was quoting a movie that is not real life. Listen, Twitter, you back off.
I'm going to pass on this one, actually. I don't have enough knowledge for this one.
What was the question?
If you could be any character on any of the three.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I love this question.
It's original.
Say it. Elena.
Well, the answer's changed over the years, you know. What's today? Friday. All right. I probably want to be Rebecca.
I think you really like Rebecca.
Really likes Rebecca.
Yeah, you're shipping Rebecca. You want to be Rebecca. What's going on here, Zach?
Tomorrow I might want to be Damon. You know?
I don't believe that. Is it the wig? Is it the Rebecca wig? What is it?
That's more of a Thursday conversation.
Okay. Okay, yes, over there.
Hi, this one's kind of for Matt Davis. What did you think was most special about Alaric and Damon's friendship that like made them really close and like brought two like characters that hated each other in the beginning together?
God, that's such a great question, and definitely my favorite ship. In all seriousness, I loved our little bromance. We had so much fun, and you know, a lot of that chemistry was just because of Ian and I just having such a relatability to each other, kind of being in the business and coming up together at the same time, and I just enjoyed our chemistry, our sense of humor together. I'm trying to remember the storyline. That's right.
It meant so much to him.
He killed my wife. I was trying to kill him, and I'm trying to remember the piece where we were like, I love you, man. Like, I don't remember that moment. The bourbon. It was the bourbon. But yeah.
Can I say something about y'all's bromance?
Yes, please.
So it was probably like my third or fourth episode on the show, maybe, and I was giving like 3 pages of talent show exposition to say kind of in the background of all these things. And you and Ian were up on stage with me, and it began. It was right there. I mean, they were laughing so hard in between takes and the things they were saying, and I'm sitting there like Miss Local Hire with all this dialogue, and I'm just sweating. I remember I was in a blue dress. I was soaked, trying not to laugh at them and trying to stay concentrated.
I love that you remember what you were wearing and everything.
Oh, I knew. Just it was.
That was hands down my favorite
it.
experience with Vampire Diaries in general. It's just like we just had each other in stitches the whole
you guys were great.
time. Like Paul and Ian, Nina, Zach, everyone's so damn funny. Just the funniest people I've ever worked with. That's what I miss the most, honestly. Yeah.
That is true, but like also not just with us cast members, those camera guys, the other side of the thing. Like, if we fudged in the middle of a scene, but we like kept going through it, like the camera guy's the one guy that can see all of it. So like there was just so much. What's the politically correct way to say it? Not ball breaking, but
Camaraderie.
just a lot of jabbing and camaraderie.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in a good way, in a funny way, like best friend way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's Trevino? Speaking of funny.
Tomorrow.
In the back there.
Okay, if you were killed off on the show, how did you find out about that? Like, was it a surprise or did you know?
I do remember season 1, season 2. Everyone was freaked out about
like
getting
Survivor.
killed. Yeah, it's like who's gonna get killed? Who's gonna get killed? When was your first killing? Did they warn you? They're like,
That's so funny.
I don't remember. I just remember being so scared because of Kayla.
yeah.
You know, the girls signed their lease and then they killed Vicky, and then we were all just like, "Oh shit! I just signed a lease, man. I just got a Georgia driver's license. What the f?"
I do remember that on Legacies too, because in Vampire Diaries they fucking kill you. And then I remember because I came in on episode 8 and they'd already killed Vicky and everyone was freaked out, about the job security of it all. And then I think they realized over the years the trauma that caused on people. And so like when Legacies came around, they're like, don't worry, we're not going to kill anyone. And I'm like, that's your first mistake, right there. Just because I realize you got to keep your actors on their toes. I just want to make sure they're not too comfortable.
I do know until I put that magical ring on, I was always thinking it was any day now.
I love.
I don't have any defense.
I love that the ring saved you. I do have to just pipe in on that because with my character, Julie and Kevin Williamson called me and they were like, Stefan's so brooding and like, down in the dumps, and you're gonna come in and be fun and the life of the party and everyone's gonna fall in love with you and then we're gonna kill you. And I was like, what? I was like, that's your pitch to me? So I actually knew before I came on that first episode that I was also dying in that episode. I did not know how beloved Lexi would become. That's all you all, so thank you. Yeah. Wrapping up, where can everybody find you? Are you on the socials? How do you like to communicate? I'm so sorry, if anyone had a question, if you're on social media, I'm just going to promote you right now. You can reach out and ask their question and follow them and stay in tune with what everyone's doing.
Yeah. I'm only on Instagram now. I've burned all my...
Me too.
I've burned all my Twitter accounts.
Yep.
I realized that was a bad idea. So I'm on Instagram right now, posting pictures of me and my kids. I'm Mr. Wholesome Guy now. So come check me out on Instagram. I'm nice and wholesome these days.
Love it. Yeah. Wait, is it your phone?
I am Matthew Davis. I'm Matthew Davis.
See, it's a little different.
Yeah.
People are, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm just on Instagram also, which I kind of regret a little bit.
Yeah, it sucks.
But I couldn't read any more mean things about me.
What?
No, it's awful.
You're like the nicest, most wonderful person.
The soap opera people really go to town.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone get on
she's so
Instagram
cool.
and love her. Yes.
Love on her.
No, I just didn't. I other reasons too. Anyway, I'm S. Walters Ashby with a blue check on Instagram.
Perfect.
Instagram.
Are you looking yours up?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
It's just my name. I just think it's Robert Pralgo on Instagram, and I do have a Twitter account, but I hardly ever check it. So you can make fun of me all you want there. I'll never see it.
Love it.
Smart.
Yeah.
Looks like it's fixing the storm.
What are you?
Who are you?
Where do we find you, Zach?
Well, you can look on the side of the road.
How did you get anything done? I can't.
I love Zach's recent Instagram post where he's like, just got out of his fucking motorcycle accident in his hospital bed, all fucked up. He's like reading off his phone, promoting the convention. He's like, you can come and see me.
Hey, that came. Probably doesn't look too good.
It's good.
Oh my God.
I was like, Zach's on his pain meds. Get him off of the Instagram. Oh, you weren't.
It was like Braveheart. I couldn't get on pain meds. It was just the most excruciating torture of my life.
But you're stronger for it.
Yeah, stronger for it.
In the hospital.
Speaking of therapy, that's what my therapist says.
Oh my God.
They're like,
Okay. Before we lose it, I just want to say thank you all for coming. Zach, thank you for getting out of the hospital, making it here today.
Thank you. Actually, on a serious note, there were like 150 to 200 of you or something like that came together and gave me a get well card when I was in the hospital. I seriously thank you for it. I love you.
Make some noise, round of applause for these amazing people. Let's do that. All right, here we are. Wait, right here. I think I messed that up. We're Another take. Okay, we're gonna do it. Take two. Take two.
I want to show you my bald spot. Shit.
I don't want to read about that.
I pay a lot of money to cover that up.
Get ready, everyone, get ready. Woo! Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your convention.
Lots of love, yo.
Bye, guys.